Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Take a comfortable position, just turn inward, focus on your inner world. How does it feel today? What's going on in your mind? No matter where you're at on your journey, whether you're just starting and it's a complete battle and chaos, or you're trying to navigate your way through it and you're understanding, or you're mastering it, no matter where you are, what's the dialogue going on in your head? You're always talking to yourself. You got your human voice, you got your soul voice, your higher self voice, the wise one, the peaceful one, or you got the conflict one, the one that's always pulling you, trying to take your focus. What's going on in your inner world today with your thoughts? Are you being kind to yourself or mean? You know, if you're mean to yourself, it'll give you anxiety. It'll start making you feel heavy. If you tell yourself you can't do it, or you're not going to figure it out, no matter what you're trying to achieve or accomplish or succeed in, even if you're just trying to transform and heal your body, there's always that doubt, the worry, the stress. There's always that physical trying to pull you and tell you, hey, your vision isn't right inside. Because the battle is going on with all these thoughts, but it's the visions too that you have. There's visions that you have, and you're not seeing it on the outside. And it causes conflict, because sometimes we don't know how to navigate that. Navigate our visions that we see of the future, that we see where we're going. You might vision yourself, at some point in your life. You don't know how you'll get there, but you know you're going to get to the top of the mountain. You just don't know when. You can see yourself there. You just don't know when. You don't know if you're going to get there. That's how it always is, okay? And the more balanced you are, the more you can ignore all that human stuff, the stuff trying to pull you off track, the stuff that's heavy, the dense feelings. And then you can tap more in and listen and focus more on that higher self voice, the voice that's leading you and guiding you in the right direction. The voice most people want to ignore, the voice most people want to not listen to, but it's always there, even when it's chaos, even if the battle's really bad in the war, you don't know which thoughts to listen to. When you're out of balance and you need healing, it is chaotic. But when you're balanced, it starts balancing out. You can kind of see the thoughts for what they are. You can study them, because everything starts with your mind. So when you start with your mind, think bigger. You may not know how you're going to get there. You may have a goal to transform or to write a book or to do your dream life, whatever it is. You have that burning desire. You may not know how to get there. You may not know how to, navigate your spiritual journey of finding out who you are. You will as you go along, okay? But the doubt will be there, and it dissolves as you keep doing the inner work and meditate and self-reflect. So when you sit with yourself, your higher voice becomes more dominant. That's your goal during meditation and when you're mastering where you're going. So when you're mastering your vibration, you usually have goals. So you're trying to, achieve your goals and master your vibration at the same time, navigating earth life. It's all, it all gets, chaotic sometimes. That's normal. That's okay. But when you start with your mind and your thoughts, go over it, your inner dialogue inside. How is it going? What are you thinking about? Are you doubting yourself? So if you're, mean to yourself, feeling angry, turn that around. The frustration, Turn it around to motivate you to do what you're supposed to be doing. That's exactly what I do with anger and frustration. And when I, get all those heavy feelings, I turn it around and push it onto myself to motivate me and do the things that I need to do. That's how you tackle those heavy vibrations, those heavy feelings and the thoughts. So then you can just ignore the thoughts and start focusing on what you need to do and keep yourself busy. Not overdoing it, just focusing on what you need to be doing. And it helps dissolve those thoughts. Even when you take a walk, it clears your mind. If you go do cardio, it clears your mind. So if you, take a couple walks a day, you'll notice your mind's a lot calmer. Your goal is to calm your mind when we meditate. But I want you to start going over the inner dialogue and understand the difference between the thoughts, the voices, whatever you want to call it, coming in, and how you're thinking and feeling towards yourself. I know everybody else, they might be saying one thing about you. All these other, the physical world has this projection, society, whatever it is. Don't think about all that. Just focus on you. How do you think and feel about yourself? If you, are a mean person, that's okay, adjust. If you are sad and lonely all the time and you let rejection get to you because you're not in a relationship, that's okay, adjust. Rejection, you're just looking at it differently. When a door closes, it's not for you and it's leading you to where you're supposed to go. So rejection is just a door close. You look at it different. So when things are coming in, we do have a lot of noise from the outside world coming in on our inner dialogue. Say you go have a health issue, go to the doctor and they say it's not curable. Do you listen to the doctor or do you connect to your higher self? What if your higher self says it is? What if your higher self says, hey, all you gotta do is do this. Change the way you're thinking. If you're mean, angry, jealous, regret, sad, you're always focused on the physical. You're always worried about finances, about love, stress about, things that are happening, or even if you have a relationship, it's really difficult. What are you focused on? Focus on thinking better first, and it helps with your feelings. And if it's overwhelming with your thoughts, that's why you want to be like, okay, what do I need to do when I get up and meditate? Go take a walk. It'll help you stop overthinking. What can you do to help take your focus off of what does feel heavy? You're navigating, controlling your focus, okay? Controlling the way you think and feel. That's what you're broadcasting to the universe. Don't be scared of those emotions. Fear about finances, fear about love, relationships, where you're going to live, your house, whatever it is, your health. Just take some big deep breaths with me and blow that all out and face those emotions. And if there's any, frustration or anger, don't be like that towards other people. Don't call people out. Focus on changing your inner world first. If you don't feel good, focus on making yourself feel good, not focus on the outside world. And I promise your karma will get so much better, and your health issues are coming from the way you're thinking and feeling and living life. So we got to adjust that, and we got to start at the very beginning, which is your mind. Okay? I hope that helps. Just take a deep breath, calm yourself down, start talking to yourself good. If one thought says you can't do it, say, no, I can. Don't feed those other ones. If one voice says you're ugly, say, no, I'm beautiful, and I'm going to show up beautiful within. There's a lot of people that look beautiful on the outside and they're mean. They're terrible people on the inside. So ignore the physical, ignore what you look like. The energy is what makes you beautiful. If you feel poor, change that. Feel abundant. You got to practice, just like going to the gym and lifting muscles. Watch your karma start changing little by little every day, just little bitty steps. You don't want to manifest $1 million overnight. That's all a trend. You want to manifest good energy and controlling your vibration. So if you lose that $1 million, you know how to get $1 million back. You're not going to stress about it, fall down, and give up on your whole life. If you get a health obstacle, you get something, even if you're doing really good and then you got a health issue, that's all right. You can still heal it. Pick yourself up, get going again. Read your karma. Focus and listen on your higher voice. It's telling you exactly what to change in your inner dialogue on how you're thinking and feeling about anything that you're going through or your goals that you're trying to achieve. Okay? Because you could be healing and trying to achieve goals, like you're spiritual, you might want to do spiritual work. Okay? So a lot of that you will have doubt because you're going against the grind. You're going against what society usually does. So it does feel very heavy and stressful at first when you transition from the matrix, from the dense energy into light work, okay? But just take your time, be patient, and just navigate what's going on in your head and try to ignore the physical as much as possible if it's not looking how you want it to, okay? I know it's hard to do that, but we just focus on inside. We ignore the physical. We know it looks this way, but it's dissolving. It's dissolving into a lighter form. It's dissolving into what we want it. It's dissolving the heavy, dense energy, even if it's a health obstacle, debt, bad relationships. You're dissolving all that and rising into higher vibrations. And that's how you do it. You start with your thoughts. Okay? So it's not easy. If it was, everybody would be doing it, but it's just like going to the gym. Just sit with yourself like this. That's why meditation is really exciting, because you get to transmute energy. It's not just self-reflection. We're transmuting energy. We are adjusting our vibration and tuning in and controlling where we want to, what we want to show up as and broadcast and give that signal to the universe. Okay? Because we're understanding that we're conscious. Okay? I'll see you guys next session. Take a big breath. Try to stay calm and relaxed.